do with it.
No, it was literally not why is he just gonna leave? Sorry. Like seriously, bro, come on. You couldn't have plugged it in.
You're the one who was moving it up and down. You know when you move something up and the charger stays down, it unplugs because it's just getting hooked on stuff. I said stuff.
Not my fault.
100% your fault. Oops.
What do you mean that was 100% my fault?
Dang.
I looked away for 2 seconds and 2 people are dead.
What is this crosshair? Why is this the crosshair? This is the spectator's crosshair.
Yeah, I think it's the spectator.
I know, but I don't like it.
Yeah.
It's the crosshair for everybody.
I mean, yeah, we don't really have a choice. Just kind of gotta accept it.
Well, why can't we just have like a good crosshair?
Why don't we just have a square? just a whole square.
Have you seen one of the JV players for BK at Idaho? He had a crosshair for his main character that was just the biggest circle. He had Moira's crosshair as just big circle completely filled in.
Well, I mean, you don't need to aim with Moira, though.
I mean, that's the joke.
Not really got
Something dumb.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I could block out my screen and still have the 100% accuracy. Oh.
He's gonna die! Ah, nice. He's fine. Oh, this is Sunny. This isn't. I thought that was Gizmo. I thought they said they were putting him first, but apparently not. What's wrong?
Of course, they wouldn't put the Italian in first.
Oh my god, he's racism. Not okay. We do not support it. Just kidding. He's only half Italian and we love every bit of him.
He brings us pasta.
He gets mad when you break it. So why are you playing with the mic arm?
I don't know. You can't give me a fidget and not expect me.
If I have a fidget, it's just not plugged in. Your fidget, if you fidget with it too much, it will break.
No.
Brother, they couldn't hear us because you were fidgeting with it earlier.
No, that's not true.
Yeah, 100%. That's exactly.
Yeah, how do you know I unplugged it though? You got any evidence? Is there cameras in here?
I got my eyes, dog.
You didn't see anything, bro. You were watching TikTok.
Yeah, I was watching TikTok, and I saw that when you brought it up, it was unplugged. And I didn't touch it.
Why didn't you say nothing? Like,
because I thought you plugged it back in.
Could say something.
I'm not gonna say something if I thought you plugged it back in. Oh, big barrage. When you
killed the diva, wasn't even.
Yeah, he sniped the diva from over the well. Jump in the well. Jump in the hole. Jump in the hole. Oh, wait, don't jump in the hole. Someone touch point. Now jump in the hole. Now jump in the hole.
Oh, I didn't do it. Oh, there goes Coach.
It's on outside the window. Why didn't we jump in the hole? Where's that BM? I don't get BM.
No, that was round one.
No, BM as in bad mannered.
Probably.
Jump in the hole.
There is no hole. Now it's a ledge.
Jump off the ledge.
Running clean and hot.
Nightmare. I'm gonna go back to watching TikTok.
But we got a job to do.
I'm not. TikTok's more important.
We get paid to do this.
Well, yeah, I wish we did.
Yeah, I wish we did too.
Give me $20 a game. That's...
Nah, $20 around, bro. That's $60 per game.
I said $20 a game, though.
Yeah, that's not worth it, though. Because we only cast 2 games. That's only $40.
$40 is better than, 0.
Yeah, but we could charge, like, triple that and potentially make $80. So, I mean, like...
Nah. I don't like you.
$80 is better than $40. Just saying.
You're being redonkulous, and I don't appreciate it.
Well, I want money, so...
I don't care that you want money, get a job.
I've tried.
I know, I was with you today.
I've tried.
I have. And failed. Don't forget the failed part. That's one of the important parts. Man.
I mean, I didn't necessarily.
My aim's better than this jumpy child. No, it's not.
I bet you I can hit more shots.
I'm plat 4 right now, bro. I'm crazy.
In the great words of Flair, you're on console. Flat on console is like silver on PC.
No.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't make any sense. I told him that too.
Good enough player to where it doesn't matter. I'm plat 4 on PC too. Can you stop making the mic squeak? You're gonna break it, dog.
No.
Yeah,
No.
Wow. You steal his kill.
That's a team kill.
Right in after you. We're gonna solve that mystery. I see you, Scooby. The trail leads back to you. What's new, Scooby?
So my question for this stream is, why does it say Montana and then Sydney, but for us it says BK High School?
I just think we didn't change it.
Why it doesn't? Well, I mean, it says Idaho in the bottom, but like, why doesn't it go up?
I didn't set it up. My phone can't break. I have dropped it off of a 3-story building.
That is a lie. Both phone.
How would... It's not a lie. I dropped it off of the hotel building.
I mean, I was there. I didn't see it.
You were not there. I went to jump for photography class.
Why did you drop it off of a 3-story?
You think I meant to?
Yes.
No, I was taking a picture and I had my phone set up on the railing and it just... Gust of wind, bro.
Skill issue. Just hold on to it.
I was setting it on a timer.
Should just put it in your pocket.
I didn't touch it, bro.
You still should just put it in your pocket.
Oh, I was trying to take a picture. You don't know what that's like. No one takes a picture of your ugly mug.
Damn. How have you known?
Oh, 2-0. I can hear them clapping in the other room.
Yep.
Idaho wins. Cause Idaho. Oh, everybody is in uniform except for Jumpy.
What's the dog doing? Matthew was in uniform.
No, he's not.
If anything, Thomas was in.
No, he was.
No, he wasn't.
No, I mean for the skins in game, not IRL.
No, he wasn't.
No, that's
In game.
that Sojourn skin is not the Steel.
Yeah, it was. It was Soul Dynasty.
No, it wasn't. Yes, it was. You're dumb.
No.
I'm gonna fart in this enclosed space that we're in, and you're gonna suffer.
I'm gonna open the window.
The window's not openable. You will suffer.
I'm gonna find a way to open.
You will
that
suffer
window.
like Ramatra has.
I can definitely
Damn, poor Ramatra.
Damn, that's crazy.
He wants people to suffer as he is.
I want to do a little bit.
I'll make you suffer as he has.
What?
What?
Getting that fixed isn't a big deal.
Wait, isn't it just more or less canon that it was just suffering because it was like racism?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't like him because he was not a human.
I mean, robots are chill though. Like, I'm just saying. I mean, Ultron, pretty chill.
Ultron wanted to, kill humanity.
I mean, yeah, but he had a cause. Like, he was on the internet for 5 seconds and he knew.
He gathered enough. He was like, wow, this place sucks.
He saw, the second he saw Tim's Insta, he just couldn't take it anymore.
My Insta's not that bad. It's my Reddit. My Reddit is where it's bad.
Want to make sure that, especially when it comes to nationals, that all the teams are very much given the same opportunities, given the appropriate platforms.
Delete this background from my phone.
And to make sure that
I don't like it.
go. So I appreciate that
Oh.
they
Oh.
figured it out. And
Oh.
so, yeah, we are
Oh my
currently,
God.
for those of you just joining us, we are on a little bit of a break. We are waiting to make sure that the settings are correct, that the tank values
Should
are
replace it with this
good.
one. Yeah.
So I think we are hopping back in.
Why are you
So
changing
we are
your
gonna
lock
launch,
screen?
namely, though, for
Because it was
example,
gambling.
My brother.
One of the big things is that their initial DPS
But
stats
do you
were
not
actually very,
care
very
about my
good.
feelings?
Northview, I saw
No, not
Well,
really.
there's nothing going on right now, and we have to talk.
a little bit too quickly.
So I'm doing something that
We're
is
let's
taking
see
my
how
attention away.
I'll be curious to see exactly
Changing my lock screen.
Dallas are able to
So now we're gonna gamble.
arena supremacy.
Oh, you wanna play blackjack?
As you call it. A little bit more easy
Ow.
thinking.
I have free blackjack with fake money.
Yeah, you got roulette.
Dude, I used to have roulette. I can re-download it. Or we can just do blackjack real quick.
Is coursing through the veins of these players who are now looking to.
Alright, we have a 6 and he's showing
You
his
definitely
queen.
want to hit on that.
Oh, you sure? Maybe we should hit on the 6.
I think you hit on the okay. That's
I could have split
15.
it. Why didn't I split it? You hit on low 15. Dang! Wait, we push? What is this? What the heck? Deal this again.
Okay.
Oh, we have an ace and a 7.
So-
And he's showing a 2, so he's showing 12. And we're showing 18.
I think he's
I understand.
Really nice way to get things down.
I need the hit, bro.
You did it! You said stand!
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, you have a 19.
Standing at 19. Standing at 19. I'm standing.
Damn, you found one. Why?
We're putting in all our money.
No, that's a bad idea.
Hit me, baby.
You went over.
He would have won anyways. I had to hit on 15 because he was showing 16.
Oh, finally starting the next game.
Nah, I'm gonna re-download roulette.
All right. For our next tournament, roulette.
21 black. What? That's what they yell in roulette. They're like 54 black.
Things are still quite haphazard.
What's
I mean, at least you got lucky and didn't have to deal with like a 6-card 21.
Yeah, I actually did the math. You? I would have cried.
Yeah, okay, thank you for taking us back to the game.
Oh, sorry. I downloaded roulette.
I mean, yeah, but that's for next intermission.
Who's saying there's gonna be a next intermission?
Well, I mean, it's probably not, but...
Oh, what about the intermission for Oklahoma?
Oh.
Stay tuned to watch us play roulette. Why are we in Kings Row? This Kings Row is my least favorite map, bro. We play it way too much.
I do kind of think we need more maps than Kings Row.
Dude, Eichenwald's fine. Eichenwald's great. I love Eichenwald. Why don't we play Eichenwald more? Kings Row's in England. What's the...
No, they're British.
There's no difference. Oh, that guy is dead. That's crazy, crazy. Ooh, missing all his shots. Jumpy is sucking it up. Oh, another shot. What? How do you miss with a projectile the hit scan character?
Matthew would find a way.
Yep, he definitely does. And he repeatedly does. Oh, he's so far forward. Oh, I thought he dropped. Fielder dropped. Oh, that was pretty funny. Sure, that was a bit.
Damn, you're just gonna take a nap right there?
No.
I mean, you could do it later, but...
I'll leave you to your wits. I'm gonna go sleep.
No, because we gotta... Damn, he actually asleep. You do fall asleep quite fast.
Takes me less than a minute to fall asleep sometimes.
Okay, if you can do that, like, that's check.
My dad made a bet with me when I was little, and it was, if you fall asleep in 5 minutes, I will get you a dog. And I fell asleep in 4 minutes, and I didn't get that dog.
Tim's first betrayal.
Yep.
Not getting a dog.
But then we got the dog later, like 2 years later.
Was it Tank or Tilly?
Tank is 2 years older.
That why he's the calm one.
Oh yeah. Well, he was also calmer when he was a kid.
Yeah.
He was a child. Even though he's an old man, now he's still calm as hell.
Like, he's just a small dog.
Yeah, and he don't do anything except... He's a fat dog, too. I love him.
Yeah, he don't really do much. He just kind of sit there and...
Yeah, he kind of just sits there and just chills.
You just gotta...
What's this gonna do? Sorry. I literally have not looked at this screen in the past 5 minutes.
Well, let's just put it that a Winton did kill 2 of our teammates, but then
Evidently killed Winton.
Yeah, our tank just decided to do good today. Right? I mean, the tank is doing alright for BK, however, he needs to be defending Super Earth and Democracy.
He's doing the wrong task right now.
He's doing the wrong task right now. We may have won Super Earth, but he still needs to continue fighting.
For Democracy.
Pretty decent high noon.
I heard them pop off for that high noon. Ooh, 5K. Oh no, sorry, 4K.
Matthew only got 4 here.
Yeah, well, Coop stole that one from me.
Matthew, I expected all 5 from you. Like, seriously.
I expected 6.
Obviously.
Why can't you get 6?
I expected at least 1 team kill.
I expected you to get 6 kills. It means killing every person on the team and then pushing Cody off the map.
I mean, it's gravitational pull.
It'd be pretty hard to push Cody.
Yeah.
Cody. Cody.
Like an ashwood.
Hamburger. Nano Whoosh administered. Oh, hi, Bob. Bobby did.
They're good burger places.
I think Smash Burgers does.
There's also a place called Big Bang. Yeah, I never been there too.
I heard it. Hamburger. I got a gift card for that. You have a gift card to Big Bun, but you never been?
Like $25. I can go back to my school.
We might go some Big Bun, baby.
You can also have
Culver's is not good.
Bro, Culver's is amazing.
You're crazy.
No.
Culver's is horrid.
How dare you, bro? Like, damn. Culver's is amazing.
You're ridiculous. Absolutely redonkulous. Oh no! Oh no! They die! They die! They all die!
Oh no.
Oh no! This is so sad.
Oh no.
I'm so sad. This is horrible. Horrible.
Really nice capitalizations to go for, but that's a capitalization and a half right there. Getting out the bridge with the rally.
Did we go to Nationals for Val?
Yeah.
Do they need casters? Because I know the game now.
They gotta go down to St. Louis or something like that.
But I know the game now. I got them.
Dog, you have like 5 hours on.
I have 20 in the past 3 days.
Amateur.
I'm sorry I have a life.
24 days.
Yeah, sorry I have a life. Sorry I sleep.
I don't. Stayed up till 2 a.m. playing Kill Diver.
That is bad. And we got the point because Kings Row is the easiest point to cap in the history of video games.
In one day, my hours on that game went from 26 to 35.
In Helldivers?
Yeah. I spent 9 hours playing one day. That was also another session that I spent till 2 a.m. playing.
Oh, that's amateur. I've been playing Assassin's Creed until 4 a.m.
Well, to be fair, my dad walked up, said, "What the hell are you doing up at 1 a.m.?" I said, "I don't know, I'm bored." And he just said, "Go to bed."
I just say I can't fall asleep. This is what I do. I do this when I'm spectating.
Hell yeah.
I go under the map.
On the line. That's such point. That's the thing. That's gonna augment.
Nice touch.
On the 90, and there it is. Nice little
You
trade.
know, just saying, what time do your parents wake you up at during the summer? Or do your parents wake you up?
Usually it's supposed to be 8, but I slept till 11 today because people forgot. And then my older brother came and got me. And he's like, "We're get in this, and we're going shopping." We're going shopping. We went to PJ Superstore. It was great.
Bro, I've been trying to sleep until 11, but every single day my parents keep waking me up. I don't want to get it. Gosh. But now that
Oh, this is a Bull Boss controller.
But now that I went to the places that we went today, then they should hopefully cut me some slack and let me sleep in.
Hopefully. And then you're gonna get a job, and you're never gonna be able to sleep again.
I mean, what if I work graveyard shifts? Like,
Do you want to work great? No, you don't. You do not
I
want to
would
work graveyard shift.
I'd work early morning.
Yeah, try to do that, and then you can just chill.
Yeah, because Grayson keeps harassing me about.
Yeah, he harassed me about working late instead of working early morning.
Yeah.
He actually got mad at me. I was like, "Bro, I did not control my work schedule."
You didn't get a site?
No, they just assigned me to some stuff. I said, "These are the days I'm free," and they said, "Okay, here's when you're working."
You couldn't have gone up to your boss and said, "Hey, can I finish my hours?" 'Cause
Yeah, because my friend wants to hang out is not a good reason to ask my boss to change my hours.
no, it's just say these hours are more suitable for me. Like,
Because my friend wants to hang out. Yeah, bosses aren't gonna make Yeah, you want me to lie? No, you want me to lie? Oh my god, why are you endorsing lying?
boss ain't gonna know. To be fair, your boss did send
My boss was great.
photos of.
My boss is great. My owner was a... But... I do not like him. Nobody likes him. I'm pretty sure the people that I used to work with quit.
Probably.
Oh my god, this hazard is in the... Oh my god, he went to the gauntlet, dude.
It doesn't look like he succeeded in the
He
gauntlet.
did not succeed in the gauntlet. That gauntlet is dead. He was a dead man walking. We're laying on the ground.
Yeah, I understand. It's our job to kind of root for BK. However, at the same time, I kind of want them to lose. I did make a bet that if they lost nationals, they do have to do 3 laps around the track. So
Yeah, but then the whole thing. There's no way we're the best in the United States. Let's be honest.
I think
We might be the best in the Northwest compared to this game, bro. Oh my god.
we just drive to Montana.
Go to Montana. My older brother goes to college there.
That'd be a fun road trip. Like,
It's like 3 hours.
yeah, nice and short.
That's not a road trip. That's a 3-hour car ride, and it's not a road trip. A road trip is like
Okay, what do you consider?
6 hours, bro. Or multiple days.
Sounds like Washington or Oregon or something like that.
6 hours is going to Oregon. It's going to Madras, Oregon, because I go there all the time.
So we could go to Oregon. I mean, like,
You wanna go? You wanna go to Oregon?
I would be down to go to Seaside.
I wanna go. Oh, Seaside's like 8 hours.
Bro, I would gladly go to Seaside.
I've been to Seaside, Oregon.
Oh, it's amazing.
Not bad. Kill the Bastion! Damn, yes.
I mean, it's peaceful there. Like,
Kill the Wobot. 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 Wobot.
no, there's a new series on Disney Plus called, I'm going to censor this just so that we don't, potentially have issues on stream. I'm a live bot.
Oh. Oh yeah, isn't... Yeah, okay.
Yeah, have you heard of it? Yes. I watched the first 2 episodes. I mean, it's not bad though. It's
Wait, what's that about? What?
funny. So this robot is like a
You can say kill.
I don't know. But yeah.
Brother, they kill each other in the game.
No, so this robot, like, he's supposed to make sure that people don't do anything and, like, protect them like a security guard, but he hacked his own system, so now he can basically do whatever he wants, but he has to still keep a low profile to people so that they don't know he can do whatever he wants, because there's a potential of him getting scrapped.
Idaho wins.
Yippee.
Yay! We built this city. I walk and roll. Built this city.
Alright, time for round 2.
We're gonna. Yeah, wait. We'll come back in here when they play Oklahoma. But
To be fair, Oklahoma's not that bad of a place.
never been.
It's actually pretty good.
2 and 3. That will go ahead and be the GG at the end. OT is being fouled, but honestly, I don't think anyone can be around that point. They do touch very last moment, but again, well done to North.
Yeah, who is that? Is that Echo with the touched? I mean, absolutely incredible stuff. Those last point over or last fight overtime touches are actually insanely hard to get, and then on top of that, coordinate with your team. So wow, Dallas Center Grimes, you guys are on top of it. Nice. I got first. I got second. I can retouch calls. Oh my goodness, it was so obvious. I could hear those calls echoing within the confines of my mind. Not just because there's no brain matter in there between, but rather just because those calls were very, very clear. I loved Dallas Center Grimes. I love the way that they're ready to contest and compete for that objective in those overtime fights. You do have a whale there on the venture being so disruptive to all of those timings, right? So the time that you have to touch, the time, whether that's in overtime or at the beginning of the map, or you've got a lot of disruption you have to fight through. And it's so funny. That's a testament to how well both teams are playing. That you do have. Who's the venture? Oh my goodness, is it
That was Whale.
Whale?
That was
That's right.
Whale on the side of North.
That's right. So Whale's playing really well.
Yeah, it was overall really good. And I love the fact that you gave a lot of credit over to Dallas Center Grimes, but at the end of the day, it was Northview that came up with the victory, right? We saw that round 1. It was a little bit sloppy, and then they came back round 2, round 3. And it really was on the back as well as Whale, but the Diva worked wonders in there. So powerful, without even the ultimate, was stepping up, losing their life multiple times, but it created so much space, and so that's why we saw Northview come out with the lead. I'm curious if we're going to see it yet again, because you move onto a hybrid map, it's a little bit different. Eyes are out on what you wish to run. And, at the end of the day, we could see Northview have it yet again. But, from my eyes, Dallas Center Grimes, they can do a lot as well. One of the things we mentioned that Sombra was very, very frustrating to play against. Yes, it was kind of that one-hit wonder. I think they can do it again if they really put their minds to it.
Oh, I think that's so right. And I also love the fact that you elevated the Diva matchup there, because especially there in those last fights that run into Bugsy and also there's so many players that work around that would play hard pass, right, where you actually don't want to the great oh my god.
Dallas, you can do whatever you want to. I'm not the player, so they are, and they're going to be trying to do their best. We've gotten word, I believe, that we are also going to Kings Row, one of the old map standards that we also saw in our opening match. So we'll see if it works out once again.
I'm just waiting to see which team has the audacity to pick Midtown. That's gonna be a really bold choice when it happens.
I wonder if it was banned. I wonder if I wonder if it would be banned out, but I don't think they can ban in second rotation.
Oh,
So
okay, gotcha.
on the second map, I think it's just open to whatever. So
Gotcha.
Kind of makes
sense. Yeah. That I'm a sucker. I just want to see Midtown played, and yeah, I've done casting for Overwatch for a couple of years now. All of these teams love Kings Row, so I always love to see teams that are looking to break the mold a little bit. And you're right, Oracle. It is the loser of the previous map gets to pick the next map because it's a small pool. It's not really an occupation with bans on that after that first round. So it's very much in the court of Northview. If they're picking Kings Row, there's a good reason. Schools, and I think up to oh my goodness, I think up to like 20 or even more collegiate and well, actually not just collegiate, various high school collegiate conferences as well. They all use this platform, and I use it too, like I mentioned earlier with the school that I work with, and oh my goodness, it's absolutely fantastic. And so the opportunity that you get to go up on those stages, play with your teams in person, in front of oh my goodness, it makes me nervous just thinking about, but in front of people, oh my goodness, in front of people who are actually there in person watching, right? Especially considering that you had to touch grass in order to get there, right? From the bedroom to the land. The opportunity that being a part of suspended here, but the important thing to note here is that a little bit of map control is being attained. It's a whale creeping into the Hotel of Kings Row and drawing attention from Dallas Center Grimes. They have to pay attention to this venture, but they also need to keep an eye on that core, make sure that their tank is doing okay in this war of attrition. It's the Rom versus Orisa. These fights aren't going to end quickly.
Oh, it's going to be a little bit tough, and honestly, I'd be really keeping my eyes on the backside because Dallas Center Grimes are taking their time. And they're really holding them down, and Northview are just not being able to break through. So I like this. Now they go all in, and now it's just destruction. Dallas Center Grimes punch and just decimate their way to a first team fight victory.
Oh my goodness. I was not even paying attention to how Dallas Center Grimes was looking to kind of ebb and flow around that. Because of how well they take those corners in those fights, G-Fighter is actually going to be compelled to mirror the Ramatra. This is going to help with those tempo brawl timings, but ultimately it's going to be really tough to fight through the May wall. Look at that isolation.
Oh, I love that call. You go ahead and isolate and you get a little extra damage down, which forced the rest of Northview to step away. Very comfortably done, and now it's another rally up as well. Echo Diff brings the differential when it comes to this overhealing. The rest of Dallas Center Grimes shove Northview all the way back to spawn.
And if another fight happens here relatively soon, you're still going to have a little bit of that overhealth on some of these characters. It's starting to chip away a little bit there. But ultimately, even if it's not the overhealth, you have, well, the ultimates to spare. Northview has a couple of tools of the trade in their own box, but it's Dallas Center Grimes that's controlling this choke.
And that really worries me. We're going to have to see Northview actually break the way out as G-Fighter is able to find one mark, but the problem is that huge snowstorm destroyed any hopes of Northview breaking through. And every time we see a fight, it's about a minute out of the clock. Honestly, that was the fastest loss that Northview have had. That way they can get back out onto the field with ultimates on their own.
Especially since you did get that pick off onto Rally, right? Who is walking back from spawn, who will be back relatively faster, but you don't have Rally to fight through the choke now. So you are able to push through, apply a little bit of early pressure onto Pugsy, and just make a mad dash for the objective. You sacrifice Joy in the back line, and you managed to get Rally again. So there's some really big sacrifices that have some very big meanings to them and this first objective capture from Northview. Oh, that was so very nice. Caution to the wind and trepidation is not the ground we tread upon when we look to capture that first point on Kings Row. If we have to lose Joy there, absolutely, we'll throw Joy to the Wolves because the Wolves aren't in their den. It's ours now. Oh, what a marvelous capture.
And again, it comes off the back of the tank player. Last time, we were talking about Ninja Jet, who was the big player, and this time it's G-Fighter. G-Fighter has come out with exceptional 2-piece 3Ks all the way through, and it's done work. However, whenever the full team's here, it feels like Dallas Center Grimes are more than ready to fight it out, and if G-Fighter isn't able to break through the front lines, they aren't going to find victory, period, for Northview.
No, they aren't. Dallas Center Grimes does have to continue drawing time out of this bank, but it's hard to do so when you're losing units on these front lines, especially one that had that ultimate. Think about how influential that Blizzard was earlier, and now you don't have that as a tool to hold this choke. So when you get walked upon, there's not many options besides to fight. A noble fight is fought here by Pugsy, who is looking to build that ultimate, has the rally from Rally to sustain themselves as they make a push onto the objective. A little bit of ebb and flow here with the Deadeye also makes things flow the direction of Dallas Center Grimes, but they might not be able to hold on for long without picks. A pick off onto Whale does help open up options, and now with the retreat from Northview, we get a little bit more space, a little bit more clarity to set up for this next fight, hopefully with Blizzard.
And I really think they're getting a good identification. Yeah, Whales actually forced out the Venture because I think Dallas Center Grimes are actually hunting for the Venture. Venture does have to be a little bit closer to the battle, so it makes sense. Now you bring out that Junkrat, and now you just lob a lot of those grenades through, and you pray that you can break on in. There's going to be a wall, though, as they find Joy yet again.
Nefarious. Absolutely. Oh, it's sinister, in fact. It looks like a horror movie in some instances when you're playing against this Echo Diff and you have to walk through a choke where you know there's a wall, you know there's a blizzard, you know that there's something that will slow you down or even worse, freeze you. So it's a tough push through this choke for Northview. Kind of like last series. I wonder if actually the option here is just forego main and find an off-angle pick off.
Yeah, I mean, this is Now is that Orbital ready to try and fight back, but Pugsy is ready for their own. What a swath, though! I don't know what Whale did, but Whale explodes onto the scene with the Orbital ready, plus a little bit of malignance. The G Fighter breaks on through. Well done with the team wipe. Northview go ahead and get a shattering win.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. And an explosive one. Just detonating their way through the. It wasn't even a front line. Pugsy. In fact, maybe it was Pugsy just kind of callously walking past the fight right into the core of Northview, which is the call. But maybe it's that opening that gives Whale the opportunity to do so much damage. They're so close to that Riptire as well. Being able to let a release on that ultimate during this fight might be a huge advantage. But you're really relying on some of these other ultimates if you're Northview, or because you've seen expenditures from Dallas Center Grimes, you're just saying, let's hold off and back up. That call isn't quite clear to me. We see the rally emerge. It helps to buy PA Creeper a little bit of time to retreat to their team, but it is a resource they won't have for this next fight.
This is, I mean, Dallas Center Grimes are going to try their best here. I don't know if it can hold. They're going to try and break on in North. You're trying to get back on that convoy, but it's not going to work. That is going to be GG, but it's a good push overall. Northview not being able to reach that second, but close enough. Well done, Dallas Center Grimes. Able to hold them to just 90.85 meters. I think it's only going to continue here. Dallas Center Grimes hoping to break on out here in map number 2 and look for a final game.
Oh my goodness, that was time. Orbital. I didn't even realize that much time had been sunk out of the bank.
Yep.
It's a really, really nice, firm grasp that Dallas Center Grimes has over that objective to deny as much time as they were able to there on that first objective, to stop the cart, not just when, but where they stopped it on that streets phase, as we call it, on Kings Row. Wow, it's some really, really nice kind of finagling of the control that you can have over that point, and making that objective not only very difficult to maneuver on the map as the attackers want to, right? But also to make it really difficult to just exist on that objective, which you need to in order to move it. It sounds like I said the same thing twice, but you actually do need both parts.
Yep.
And so I'm actually so very impressed with Dallas Grimes right now. That's not to say that Northview hasn't been punching their way through some adversity really nicely in these moments where they are able to push. But for an attacking phase, I really expect things to continue flowing the direction of Dallas Center Grimes. They have a really nice read on the pace.
I mean, and right now they're being given a lot of room as well. Northview are really just kind of leaning back, and they're actually forcing him into a corridor. Now, it feels like Dallas Center Grimes are actually actively taking a long way around. They're trying to find that back line. It looks like they almost did. The Creeper was actually annihilated, dropped down to about 10% HP. And I like this rotation, so Northview might have a low ground situation that puts them at a disadvantage.
A little bit. Yeah, you're definitely going to have a lot of pressure here onto Pugsy. So with the attentiveness from Rally and String Cheese, they're going to be able to be sustained here on this objective. If you manage to force Northview off of this point, then you are looking really good, and that is what we're seeing with G-Fighter gone, a wall off in the choke with cooldowns still to spare to slow down the defenders. Northview is going to be pushed and cowed and forced off of this objective. It finds its capture, but even with the 5.5 minutes in the bank, you still have this absolutely nefarious streets phase of Kings Row that you can manipulate if you're Northview in a lot of different ways. Think about how powerful Whale has been up until this point. Isn't this the arena that they actually start working really well in?
I would agree. I think swapping over to the Venture as well is going to be that big little testament, right? It's going to be the big moment to really watch for. And Dallas Center Grimes, they're doing well to watch out for it. Goosus as well. You're just trying to stay alive on that Juno, and is it going to work is a whole question. This payload hasn't really stopped either. But watch for Whale. Where are they going to go? Are they going to find that pincer?
Ooh, are they going to find it at the right time? Actually, is arguably an even better question. As the Annihilate goes out, you do want to link up to your team. It looks like Whale's actually right in their core, and it's really good place to be. You managed to get an opening onto the tank, and from there you can force all the rest of Dallas Center Grimes back.
That was great. We mentioned that we want to see the flank. We mentioned that we want to see kind of this diversion, this ability to dissect the likes of Dallas Center Grimes, and they do it. DCG were not in a good position to do so. However, Pugsy now with the ult, as well as Helix coming up with that overclock, both of these ultimates could be the Bricklayers. 2 Northview falling. Let's see if DCG are able to do it.
Let's see it. I wouldn't mind an Annihilation right off the rip here, but it looks like we'll go for a little bit of the tempo arms here. It's actually just a lot of poking. No reason to ult yet. And there's the Ray. There's the trigger. It's a call to action here for the team. And with that, the nanites start swarming around them. Suffer as I have is the call that you hear if you're in the game. And oh, what a terrifying call that is, but not if you are Dallas Center Grimes, who now has their absolute clearest possible path and as little adversity as they could possibly want.
Yeah, look at that. They're on fire right now, and that's just brutal. DCG, comfortable play. Northview just praying that they can hold for 3.5 minutes, but I don't know if it's going to work as Pugsy opens up on Whale, and that is going to be a last-ditch effort touch. But Helix is ready. Helix with a fantastic shot. Rest of the teams are butted out. Pugsy on the wrong side, but hey, there's a turnaround. Some kills coming through.
Until there aren't any left to get through. What a nice push from Dallas Center Grimes. I still really loved the way that Northview looked to hold on some of these key positions with some of these key characters. It's that momentum, I feel, really helping to push some of these advances from Dallas Center Grimes. And if you want momentum, that's a great character to try and manipulate that with. And oh, that's with this Ramatra. G-Fighter really making that character theirs this series.
Yep, it was glorious to watch. I don't really know any other way to put it, but it was spot on. And it's something that I think we saw back in round number 1 of map 1 as well. One of the things that we saw DCG do really, really well was be kind of overwhelming. And whenever they had ults in their hands, they were able to kind of force a buckle from the opponent. Now, Northview themselves, they seemed a little bit slower off the kick, but they were able to get things rolling if they were allowed to play their pace, if they were allowed to kind of set up foot in front of each other, and they weren't surprised by anything because they were the ones that wanted to set up the flanks. They were the ones that wanted to set up those pincer maneuvers with Whale specifically, and you did see it as soon as they were able to bring Whale across on the backside, I believe on the second to last hold there on their defense, they were able to find a win. As long as Whale is in position, they're good. The problem is how long it takes to set that up. How long does it take to put Venture on that backside? Are you going to get crushed right away? And will DCG actually spot them out? That's the problem they started to run into. And as soon as DCG were like, hey, we know where Venture is. We know where Whale is. We're good. That's where everything kind of crumbles. So really nicely done by DCG to identify that compositional kind of weakness on their side.
You talked about so many very interesting things, and we just don't have the time to get into all of them, Orbital. But here from my corner of the room, a strong concurrence in my counselor, my color counselor here as we really press our fingers onto the pulse of this match. It is we are able to discern how well these key players are operating around each other. For Northview on their win on Ilios, for Dallas Grimes on Kings Row. Oh goodness, and now I'm nervous. Now my heart races thinking about how we're entering the last series of the afternoon, and all I want to do if I'm a player on these teams is win today, get the momentum to go into the next matches of the evening, and really set myself up for the bracket of the playoffs tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll be very interested to see who actually comes out on top, because considering already that we have a bunch of teams already with like 2 zeros, I'll be curious to see who actually steps up to that first and second place. Now, keep in mind, we are kind of dividing everyone up into groups. I believe there's a group A and a group B, but the actual identification of who is sitting at the very, very top will be an overall combination of both groups. Meaning, if you were going, I believe 3-0, in your group versus a 3-0 of the other side, it take the game score difference. So having a 2-0 versus a 2-1 is highly important here in these 3-0s if you want a really good seeding and if you want to have a comfortable way into that upper bracket. Now, we do have a total of, I believe, 7 teams playing here today, as we mentioned, but it does mean that 1 or 2 teams are actually going to have a bye moving into that upper semifinal side. So you want to make sure that you are first or second seed. really want to have an easy time to make your way up, because tomorrow's all BO5s as well. That's going to be the treat that we're watching for.
Oh my goodness. I love my best of fives. There's just enough room in there to apply some really important adaptations. Those are the series that you always see swing in some of the most glorious ways. I've loved your use of that word today. Oh my goodness. If there's any word to describe Overwatch, once you get past frenetic as the best word, glorious is that second one. And especially when there's the Reinhardts involved or those brawl styles. Yeah. Oh, on King's Row no less. But it's going to be the Flashpoint mode that we're heading next to. It's not the hybrid. It's not the start stop of the objective, living and dying by the point. You're still living and dying by that objective, but it's a fast one. It's a really valuable one. Flashpoint is the name of the game mode, and at least for this caster, it's one of the best ones for really leaning into the high mobility, frenetic, chaotic, glorious kind of fight styles that we see emerge in these Overwatch team fights, especially here at the high school level, where they just know that the best way to play the game is run into each other and see who's standing when the dust settles.
Yep, 100%. I mean, this is also a chance to show off their stuff for the collegiate scene. You mentioned that they are high schools, and that's the big part. Here at Nationals, it is not only your chance to play and rep your school and your state, but it's also to put your best foot forward moving into future years. For some of these seniors and maybe juniors as well, they're looking for homes. There's a reason why we talked about the collegiate side of things. They're just gonna have some scouts. Some schools are gonna be saying, "Hey, there's a player here in this Nationals division that I want to keep eyes on." You know, if you're looking at maybe some tank players, hey, pick them up. If you're looking at DPS, hey, pick them up as well. Not only is this just a competition, but it's also a scouting grounds, and a full scouting grounds will be coming up later as well with LOS. So that's going to be really cool to hear about. But either way, as you mentioned, Flashpoint coming into this, a little bit more brawl heavy, a little bit more chaotic to say the least. And I'm actually a little bit scared, because if this goes anyway, like Control did, I have no idea who's going to come out with a victory. You know, we talked about Echo, we talked about Rally, we talked about Pugsy. All these players on DCG's side did well, but Northview, specifically Whale, we need to see if they're going to try and utilize that venture, or if they're going to go a different direction.
I wouldn't mind seeing a little bit of both. These maps for Flashpoint are just long enough to see some of the most glorious fights, and just short enough to not have a lot of time to see a lot of different styles. So usually those kinds of decisions, well, they have to come, well, in a flash. And at least after the chaos of this first fight has unfolded completely. It's that first Flashpoint, man, and this is such a dangerous objective. So I like the early wall to make the traversal to it a little bit safer. Going up against G-Fighter on the Orisa is a scary endeavor, though, and Helix and String Cheese, as well as eventually the rest of Dallas Center Grimes, are really going to experience the terror of going up against the horse on a map like this.
Yep, not only that, remember, G-Fighter has been one of the pivotal frontliners for the team in more ways than one. Not only having that tank value, but also with that punching power, multiple frags out and eliminations, and has yielded results in more ways than one. Will and G-Fighter are quite literally the two-man duo, the two-player duo that has enabled already a 20 or 30% take for Northview on point.
Yeah, some really nice stuff, and they just have to keep up these this pressure. The objectives on Flashpoint differ from point to point, so we're going to see one team perform really, really well on this map, and then it bounces back to the other side, especially if the previous maps are anything to go by. We'll see how this current fight goes, however, as you need a lot of healing and a lot of speed to push past this choke, but the early instances of this fight have already passed. That healing and that speed will diminish, and now you see big resources emerging from Northview. And ultimate, the speed ring, the push from the choke point, while the objective is still currently controlled by the red squad. Northview really making this point their home, and making their home a stalwart defense for Dallas Center Grimes, who has to push through here. They have to make sacrifices. The wall goes up. If they build ultimates, they're gonna have to get used immediately, like the mirrored rallies on either side, which is going to enable Helix to find that opening pick. But because there's a rally in play, you have to see the Blizzard as well. Force Northview off of this objective and find some clearance for picks. At long last, the fight begins resolving, but only after massive receipts.
I mean, you talked your way through that one,
Oh.
Ethan. Huge job, by the way.
Thank you.
Very, very nicely done. But you touch on every single point. ECG were able to battle back, but it was such a narrow victory that Northview had actually built up a very nice ult economy. You look at the fact that Pack Reaper has been okay so far, but Joy, Will, and Gooses all have theirs, which you basically sledgehammer your way on, and they're going to use
Oh, you love seeing the abilities used with Whale and G-Fighter able to get some picks. Gonna be able to clear up this choke point and advance onto the objective. You still have a full rest of the fight to go through, and because of that, some trades as well. Maybe one last ultimate if we have the time to generate and use, but it doesn't seem as if the universe will afford us that chance. In actually a harrowing back and forth, it's Northview taking that first flashpoint lead.
Yeah, and that comes down to just their ability to hold the point early. It gave them so much time to build up Joy, Whale, and Goose's ultimate counters, right? And you knew for a fact DCG were going to be on point. You knew they couldn't go anywhere else. It's OT if they don't, so they were bottlenecked already. Northview took advantage of that, burned everything to take, and now they have G-Fighter and Pack Reaper to go ahead and get ready with their ultimate. So ECG might be first on point, but it doesn't matter as Northview are going to fight right back. Echo, though, with a great answer.
Oh my goodness, yeah, and a great use of the orbital ray as well. That's such a really clean fight, and it's off the back of one ultimate. You're able to use that to generate the rest that you need for that Blizzard. You don't have to spend that yourself. You get this early objective progress, and as well, you're going to be able to advance to the point where you can really gatekeep this this Northview squad from even being able to get close to the objective without using their key cooldowns. The main one of which is the Terror Surge from G-Fighter here. It's going to be a big opener, but I don't necessarily know that's the closer for this fight.
I mean, G-Fighter doesn't care. G-Fighter does not care. Of course, Pugsy does the exact same back, so it is going to be a swath of differences. Remember, Dallas Center Grimes are the ones that currently reside on point, so it needs to be a cleaner victory, and it looks like Northview are going to do it. They annihilate, you're able to turn back on the point, make sure to get at least 1 or 2 bodies on there, and they're going to take out Pugsy as well. So a turn none too soon. A 60% for Dallas Center.
Oh, that's such a nicely timed turn as well. 60% is actually so operable if you're thinking about how quickly this flashpoint mode actually plays out. Oh my goodness, these players actually have to do so much work in such an incredibly small amount of time. Oh my, all of our parents, staff, coaches, teachers, holy smokes, you guys should be so incredibly proud of how hard these students work. And it's going to be really hard work coming to this fight with the ultimates that Northview have to control this objective. Dallas Center Grimes, their work cut out for them. Can they make it work?
I think they're going to try. However, they entered into this a little bit differently as Northview bring the rally and a half. Whale bringing the pain behind, but Joy and Whale and Pack Creeper doing the exact same. A comfortable skill. I know you talked about the 60%, Theta, but Northview more than happy to show that they go from 0 to 100.
Yeah, they do. Oh my goodness. All of the teams that I think are going to win today really like to do that. Not as in terms of the control percentage, but also the pace that they play the game at. Ultimately, things are just a little bit too slow on the side of Dallas Center Grimes. Big time stopped, disrupted by that Terra Surge. And ultimately, you're going to see quite the lead established here for Northview. But Dallas Center Grimes is not out for the count. Remember, these objectives are so different from each other. And so really, especially off the back of some compositional adjustments from Dallas Center Grimes, they may be able to find a little bit more opportunities to capitalize on some of the strengths of their composition. They really want to it seems compete in this war of attrition, and I think that mirroring the horse isn't a bad way to do that.
I think at the end of the day, it's a great stall tactic, and honestly, with the first engagement going Helix and Pugsy's way, they break straight into the face of Northview. As Northview, I don't think we're expecting that level of a launch. So we're trying to follow Whale in after the ult, and the ult did not do them any favors. So well done to Dallas Center Grimes to get the first touch on Flashpoint.
Oh, absolutely brilliant, and kind of relieving for me. I really do want to see Dallas Center Grimes be able to compete on this map, even if they don't take the win, even if it's Northview's map and their match. Man, it's just good to see these teams really knock heads with each other. You're gonna have the Deadeye looking to click heads there. No connections yet, and Echo Diff does unfortunately get picked there. It's unfortunate for Dallas Center Grimes, but they have plenty of tools to use the support ultimates to buy themselves a little bit more time. The rally's gonna get burned through, and that's gonna be at least forcing some of the most important cooldowns from Northview. Ultimately, it's a little bit more of a mild fight there in that choke point, and leads to a quiet capture of the objective from Northview.
And honestly, I think that was just really, really well done. Dallas Center Grimes actually had the right idea. They, as soon as they saw G Fighter burn ult as well as Goose's with the orbital ray, they actually turned it on 3. The problem is Northview actually had Joy and I think the Creeper a little bit outside, so they weren't taken down right away. Will was even had time to come back, so they're able to kind of, as you called, the war of attrition went their way. So BCG now realizing that they're not going to enjoy this one.
No, well, they enjoyed a little bit more. That's a nice opening pick off of the Juno right clickies, getting a little bit of the healing, a little bit of the damage, and a lot of action on all sides of the arena as the Blizzard hones in the fight, concentrates it onto that center, and String Cheese is walking away with more of those Pulsar Torpedo eliminations. You're really happy if you are Dallas Center Grimes or one of the fans that they have, if you see them capture this. If 55% actually gives you so much to work with as far as time.
I mean, that was a huge twist. I was not expecting that one, but Echo with a massive blizzard. That's the only thing. Northview weren't really respectful of that ult, and they left G Fighter in the middle, which is a problem. Now it's going to be twisted on back and around, though. As Northview say, you don't have that ult to play for. Now it's just straight up gun duel, and if you're not ready for it, you are going to lose. So DCG need to hang on if they want to push us to a point.
Oh, you're so right. They have to be prepared for the neutral fight. And are they ready for it? Well, they're pulled into the center, and String Cheese is going to be eliminated with the lifeline severed. Helix may have to pull the trigger sooner than they wanted, and ultimately it's still a little bit later than they needed. Pugsy will end up being focused out, and now as the overtime wick burns, it's not the objective that is going to be completed until just a few moments from now. It's going to be the stall that you see mustered on the side of Dallas Center Grimes as they look to stay competitive in this match with a touch, but aren't going to get it. You have Northview walking away with the dub of a 2-1 series. Oh, that makes my night. I love it when best of 3 series go all of the maps.
I mean, it was glorious to say, but Northview, what a stomping victory back. And this Terra Surge coming out a G Fighter was the final piece of the puzzle. You slam the Terra Surge, you twist to throw a spear in face of the Cassidy, and it's the end. And we mentioned that Will was such a key playmaker, but I kind of shifted away from G Fighter. I knew G Fighter was doing tank things. You know, tanks tend to run pretty roughshod, but that ending was all G Fighter. I have to give credit where credit is due. Northview rode on the backs of Whale on everyone, and then at the final head of the ship was G Fighter all day long.
I love looking at and talking about tank gameplay in Overwatch because it's so tantamount to winning and losing, to concentrating the fights where you need it to be, like we do when we
Now arriving at Ilias.
Someone needs to fill this saddle.
There is water everywhere. Is that
Why isn't it Scooby? Sorry. Instagram thirst traps that got me acting up.
Get regulation.
I didn't do anything. Oh, apparently the tank health is incorrect. Shut now, that's possible.
That is weird. Why is it?
Don't act like you try to know the exact health bar of Orisa, bro.
I have no clue. I think
Exactly.
I think it's 575. Bro, we have to reset the we'll be right back.
Might be able to beat me in basketball, but how about a couple of rounds of pool?
So, you want me to beat you at every sport then?
I'll come. Can we play with bombas?
Sorry, I was watching a Ryan Reynolds edit. You thought I was watching female thirst traps? No, Ryan Reynolds. Oh, why are we playing Reinhardt? Does Oklahoma play Reinhardt? That's weird.
I don't know why, but hey, yo, you good?
It's fine.
Do you have any ibuprofen?
Yeah, I got a headache. Yeah, Bill.
I got a headache.
Matthew, please. Matthew, please.
Thank you, Matthew.
Matthew, please.
You had one job. One.
Okay, so they're semi-even. Actually, no, BK's up because they cut the tick on the Ana earlier. But it's sort of a reset.
I think the honor's already
I
done.
like commentating the game.
Why do you do it?
Because I'm supposed to. Because that's what I'm...
You ain't getting paid.
You're right, I should just say the potty words right now. All 10 of them.
Yeah.
The longest beep you ever heard. I'll just say all 10 potty words right now.
Play an episode of South Park over the mic.
Get up. Yeah. Stop touching the mic arm.
Not touching the mic arm.
I can hear you touching it. I can see your hand on it.
Mic arm. Bottom part of the mic arm.
That is still part of the arm. If I say if you're touching my arm and you're touching my bicep, you don't say I'm touching the bottom part of the arm. I'm still touching the arm. No, it'd be a bottom because it's closer to the origin point.
I mean, yeah, but that's if you point your arm up.
No, it's closer to the origin point of where the arm starts, therefore it's the bottom. It's not because it's a smaller part. You wouldn't call the top of the tree the bottom of the tree. You call it the bottom of the tree because it's closer to where the tree starts. Kempa, you're not supposed to spray! Yes. You totally forgot.
I think I hear him getting lectured right now.
Yeah, he's definitely getting lectured. Kempa, you dumb! You silly boy. Kempa boy. Silly boy. Very delayed far ult there. Oh my god, just kill after kill after kill after kill and die.
Can he get 4? He does get 4.
Can he get 4?
Can he get
5? Can he get 5? Lakers in 5.
Lakers in 5.
Lakers in 5.
They got eliminated in 5.
Heard that. Well, imagine just like not being that good at the game, you know? Because LeBron James is 45.
His name is LeBron James. I'm talking about the man on the Lakers front. I'm asking you to save me.
Okay, can we go back to first person? Because third person is not doing it, dude.
No, he's not on far.
No, there's third person anybody. Third person is the worst spectating mode. Oh, the Mercy killed him. End him off. Bro, this box back here is brokey. I think I broke it last time we were in here.
Yeah, I remember you almost folded a chair in half because you leaned back. You leaned back and I just hear...
This is like the sound of ice falling from
There was 5.8 magnitude earthquake when you fell.
yeah, in the recent California. It was me, Barry.
It was me, Barry. I pushed over the 400-pound man who caused an earthquake.
To your suit. It keeps my vitals
I
stable.
shifted the tectonic plates to kill you.
Catastrophic.
You should be fine now that you've
Harsh.
acclimated to Earth.
Vitamin water
I will keep
When we went to the store and I bought Nerds Gummies, I bought vitamin water. Because I like it. It's good. And it's healthier than getting a giant thing of Red Bull.
I mean, I would have gotten Gatorade, but like...
Yeah, but Gatorade's expensive.
Did you know that apparently Gatorade is really good for hangovers?
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Gatorade and coffee.
And Powerade.
It's Gatorade and Powerade are the same thing.
No, they are not.
Yes, they are. There's zero difference. There's no difference. The only difference is that the Gatorade Red is better than the Powerade Red because Powerade Red is cherry and Gatorade Red is fruit punch. Cool. And blue's better than both reds, so it's not even like this conversation's relevant in the grand scheme of things.
Wait, okay, are we talking about light blue or dark blue? Right.
Dark blue, bro.
Okay, dark blue, yes.
The dark blue Gatorade and the dark blue Powerade are the best flavors to ever grace the face of the planet Earth.
Okay, now light blue though. Now Alan did right?
Light blue, okay, but when light blue was Glacier Freeze for a time for Gatorade, that was
Bro, that really helped when like you were sick or something like that.
oh yeah, the
bro.
Glacier Freeze.
That and the white.
Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it.
Isn't white like berry something?
Yeah, I think it's white cherry now or something. No, light blue is Glacier Freeze. White one is.
I just know it's berry something.
It's Arctic cherry. It's
Arctic
something.
cherry.
It's something like that.
Yeah, I don't know what the white.
Looking it up.
Okay, but like those two always helped when I was sick, bro.
Those two
Dude,
always
helped
help.
out, bro.
The cucumber Gatorade.
I accidentally grabbed it because I thought it was lemon lime. What is it? What flavor?
It's Glacier Cherry.
Okay.
I liked it.
I really like that one.
Dude, cucumber Gatorade was so good for like after football practice or something.
Okay, but like the 4
Dude.
main Gatorades, right? Dark blue,
Dark
yellow,
blue,
red,
yellow, and-
orange. Yellow.
Is it orange? Yellow.
No, that's like a green kind of. It's like lemon lime. It's like a green. No, because it's orange.
No, lemon. It's you're wild. That was the original flavor.
Well, okay, going off like the 4 main ones though, right? Lemon lime, fruit punch, dark blue, and orange, right?
Yeah.
What's your ranking on those 4?
Oh, I'm putting lemon, lime, blue, red, orange. Actually, blue, orange, red. And then cucumber goes with all of it.
You like the cucumber
Dude,
Gatorade?
only when cucumber's like when you're really, really thirsty. Cucumber's the only one that's actually a thirst quencher.
I had that.
Oh, it's downtime. We gotta play roulette.
As we said earlier, it's roulette time now.
I downloaded it for this purpose.
He has nothing better to do. He's an iPad kid.
Yes, except for my iPad's an iPhone. Same thing. All right. American or European?
American.
American.
'Cause we're Americans.
We finna put
all right.
500K.
500K. Red odd.
No, I'm putting it on 1 through 18 because I don't trust you.
Damn. Careful.
Yeah. Let's go!
He did in fact win money. $1 million.
Yeah, yes.
$1 million.
Now we put 2 million on red.
I don't think that's gonna hit.
This is fake money, by the way. Oh my! It's a
Damn, you got green.
I wanted to put it on 0. It's just never on 0.
Should have put it on 0, bro. I gotta lie, I should have put it on 0. Damn, you ain't got no money now. How you ain't got no money?
Here, let me do my little thing. Bada boop. Oh, sorry.
Bada
You could do a little thingy.
Ow.
Did it black even.
I don't think it's gonna be black even.
Even black even. Oh, how about you bet? Huh?
I will.
Even.
Alright.
We're gonna make our money back. Spin it again, baby. Keeping it on black even.
I don't.
Black even. Even again, we keep our money. Spin it again, black even. Even again, it's not black.
You need to hit.
Now we hit black odd.
It's gonna fail, bro. It's gonna fail.
No, trust. Oh, it hit.
Damn. You might have actually hit. 4 million.
4 million, dog.
Hell yeah.
Another black odd. Back to back?
Nah. It's red even.
We lost so much.
What if you bet on even
Let it
black
ride.
and odd? What if you bet on all of them?
You go,
Oh, he hit.
let's go. You go, even. If I put a mill on black and a mill on red, I'll just get my 2 mil back regardless of what happens.
Sure. Widen your stance.
Might feel strange at first.
So you ain't gaining money, but you ain't losing money, right?
Yeah. Oh, we're back.
We're back.
No more roulette.
I mean, they're still.
Actually, you know what? Real quick. We have 5 mil right now. Let's go to a table where the max bet is 5 mil.
Max bet 5 million. 5 million. American.
Always bet on black. That's what Batman says. That's what Batman says, bro.
I mean, I think the Lego Batman, but like,
That's what the Lego Batman said.
you taking advice from Lego Batman?
Yeah, you're not.
I mean, turn advice.
Always bet on black. It was 0. I would have lost regardless. I'm
Damn.
done with this stupid game.
Still wish you just gamble better.
I just lost a mil. 5 mil.
I'm questioning the Doom.
Yeah, I don't know why Doom and Ram is unintelligent, but hey, you do you, boo-boo.
Now, I will say this character I wish to see more often, but no one's gonna do it. Hamster. When are we gonna get the ball pick? Damn, you thirsty, bro?
Sorry, bro. The nipple bottle hits different.
I think we need more ball.
We do not need more ball.
We need more ball.
There's so many better tanks than Ball.
Ball is amazing.
He's one of the worst tanks.
Ball supremacy.
You're not gonna stop my ASMR, bro?
What am I gonna do? Go do it?
Yeah, just squeeze the bottle, bro. We do a little hidey. Oh, he saw him. No more hidey.
You might have seen him.
We done with the hidey.
Bro, we don't want to get copyrighted.
You're not gonna get copyrighted from me Carrie singing a song, don't worry.
We don't know that.
I'm not that good of a singer, so I think it'll be okay. Suffer as I have. Suffer! Suffer! Suffer!
Damn it. Your character really needs help now. Fine. How is the character? Where is the character?
Where'd the charity go?
BK might pop an ult.
Nah, they pop
Blizzard.
Cryo. That's just... I really messed...
You really messed
Not
that
Cryo
up.
freeze.
That was, why did we bring...
Why am I here? Cryo freeze is her mouse 5 ability.
Yeah.
What is this Doom doing behind them?
I don't really know.
It's helpful if you're a tank to, you know, be with your team.
I mean, he's there in spirit.
He's trying his best.
And Jericho pick.
Got rezzed. No, it doesn't count. Basically how that works.
Oh. There's that. Yeah, okay, there goes. You know.
What snipe? What a base snipe? Oh my gosh.
We still have yet to cast it. Just...
You can't get me. I love the interval lines, dude. They're so funny. Oh my god.
There was one.
Yeah, bro. He gave him the 1-2 combo. You know what I mean? Woo! Suffer! Suffer! Yeah! Suffer!
4 with that.
4 with it. Oh my god. He did in fact suffer.
He might have suffered. He stubbed his
They
toe.
have to cap 2 points, and they win. Are we serious right now?
Yeah, I mean, we might be out of here by 7.
Do they have to full cap?
No.
Is it really? Huh. I'm tired, but if I drink this 5-hour energy right now, I'm not going to bed until. Yes, I'm not going to bed.
I have had 2 Dr. Peppers, a Mountain Dew.
Bro, you're like the TLC guy who's addicted to Dr. Pepper. Have you seen it? There's people who mock the learning channel, and there's one who's like, I'm addicted to Dr. Pepper, and his friend says, Dr. Pepper's not even that good, and he puts him in a headlock, and he goes, take it back!
Nah, the one highlight is they interviewed this like 96-year-old grandpa who drinks 3 Dr. Peppers a day, and he
Literally, that if I were to do it, I would die. And they died first.
like, that's who I aspire to be, bro. Instead of an apple a day, it's 3 Dr. Peppers a day, keep the doctors away. Now what about the dentist? Also, horrible jump by Goof. Like seriously, bro, how did you miss that?
We all matching, you know what it is. We do some matching.
They went shopping earlier.
I think they did. I think they bought Math the skin just so you could match. Why are we running Sigma? Damn! Bro got domed by an icicle. Holy lord. Why are we not thinking they killed the Reaper? They have no tank buster. Just run in there.
They're trying to give them more pick. Oh, we don't even need 2 rings. We just need like 1.
Yeah, we need 1.5 zones. 2? My guy. What a wall! Get a Reaper.
It was to block the Reaper.
I know, but it was funny. Block the Reaper.
He's schizophrenic.
He's not doing too well right now. Suffer! Suffer! Win for BK, yeah. Walling it off.
Yep.
Suffer!
And BK goes 2-0.
Oh, 2-0, 2-0. They won the first match 2-0 too. Okay, yeah, I think that is the Seal Dynasty.
That's what I was saying earlier.
Shut up. Just shut up.
That's a Gundam. I didn't see. Wait, why did he buy the Gundam set? He doesn't even watch Gundam.
I think he just bought it because it was a Ram skin, bro. I'm gonna be honest. He was like, why? Oh, they all did.
Oh, damn, they all.
That's crazy. I will.
Okay, we're also out. I'm gonna go chug caffeine.
What? I'm gonna go watch Thirst Traps on Instagram.
What the hell, man?